So how's your day, man?
My day?
Yeah.
It was alright, man. But, it could have been worse. Could have been a worse day. Just wasn't the best that I've had. Or probably in the top, even 80%. But, it's alright.
Yeah.
How's your day, sir?
It was good. I got an early dinner with a friend.
Nice.
Yeah. And I got toothpaste at Target.
That's awesome.
That's exciting.
It was an exciting day for me, actually.
Sarah back on the pod, second episode.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yes. Back.
Cool. I have a question for you guys.
All three of us.
Yeah.
Alright, this is a question that I heard on another podcast and I thought it was really interesting.
What podcast?
Ninjas Are Butterflies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're really good.
Nice.
If you had to, for the rest of your life, you could only travel in either the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, which one would you pick?
Like, you could live anywhere?
You could live anywhere in either the northern or southern hemisphere.
Okay.
Gotcha. You should go first. That's a really hard question.
I think I would say northern.
Yeah, why?
Because you could travel in America. Yeah. I know that's so lame, but
no, yeah.
I don't know. There's so much available.
Yeah.
In the United States.
Okay.
There's so much I mean, I know you could go anywhere else, but right. I wouldn't want to never travel in America again.
Assume that you have no family. Like, you don't have any family.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Okay.
I don't think.
You don't have any family in North America. You're just solo living. You would still pick North America.
Well, I would pick the Northern Hemisphere.
Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
I would also pick the Northern Hemisphere.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is the greatest country there is, and I'd rather live here than anywhere else. I mean, honestly,
yeah,
the opportunity here is unmatched compared to a lot of other countries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've already been to the Southern Hemisphere, so I'm good.
Nice.
Right.
That was a joke. I could go again. What about you? I feel like you would say Southern.
There is a good argument to make for the Northern Hemisphere because there's more land than the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah, that's also true.
You got all of Asia.
Are you comfy like that?
North America.
Yeah.
It's a really hard decision, man.
Yeah.
I really think South America is kind of crazy. It's pretty intriguing. There's lots of wild.
Are we speaking
jungle.
Strictly geographically?
Geographically.
Say there weren't even countries.
Sure.
Gotcha.
I mean, there are countries, but you can assume that there's not if you want to.
Right. Well, if there is, I'm definitely, like I said, Northern Hemisphere.
All right. Say there were no countries.
If there were no countries,
what do you mean? If there were no countries?
If it was, if we were,
don't pick it for the countries, basically.
Yeah.
Pick it for the land, or
the geography.
I would still pick northern. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if it was just for geography, I would say maybe southern because I think it would be kind of cool to just sail around and hop islands and stuff and just sail around
exactly.
Africa and South America, the Caribbean.
There's so much jungle and stuff. I feel like I could just spend months in the jungle and then maybe hop over to Africa. Spend months in Africa. I mean, I feel like that'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
But
I don't think I want to sail.
I could also spend months in Canada.
Really?
There's so much, wild land. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is. But yeah, I can't do that. I don't want to go there, man.
What if Canada was a state of the United States? Would you travel there?
If it was a state?
If it was the 51st state of the United States, would you
all
travel?
of Canada?
That was the thing.
Well, I mean, like, still now.
Would I travel there?
Yeah.
I mean, probably at some point. It's not going to be like the first on my list.
I want to go to Canada.
Yeah, that'd be alright.
Be a really big state.
Yeah, then like
They'd probably break it
America
up. They'd
would
probably
be
break
like,
it up.
dude, it'd be huge, and it would be so. I mean, we're already so
Which
multicultural.
Which half of Canada would you want to live on?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Canada now.
I don't know anything about Canada.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
When I think of Canada, I literally think of Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber? Who's that?
Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah,
That wasn't even the news segment.
not even the news. Holy cow!
The news segment today.
You're just like bragging on how much you know about the news.
No, I'm just we have a little segment that we're doing now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The news segment.
The new segment. Yeah.
And it's not about any of those things.
Okay.
This is episode 8.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know that?
No.
It says episode 8
It's
right
written.
there
Oh, sweet.
on our new sign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which also says our
Nice
subscribers on YouTube.
121.
So if you want to make that go up, you can just subscribe and it'll.
I'm one of them.
I can't even believe that we have 121. Like that's
That- secret.
That's like
Yeah.
pretty. That's pretty cool. 100
I don't
over
even-
100,
Yeah.
Proud.
Wow.
and like almost a half of 200.
Yeah.
Wait, you are halfway to 200, but
No. Well, we're halfway to 200, but we're not halfway between 100 and 200.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, only 30 more, and you'd be halfway there.
Yeah,
For
we're
sure.
almost halfway there.
It's awesome.
We're almost halfway.
I'm just trying to be optimistic.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
We should
So
make
are-
Poppy an account. Sorry.
Poppy needs a YouTube.
Aw.
And she
watches
losing
YouTube.
so much hair.
She watches YouTube when
Yeah.
we're not here.
Yeah. So our news today
Yeah.
is about the TikTok ban.
The what?
TikTok ban.
The TikTok ban.
TikTok ban?
Saturday night, TikTok
It was banned?
was banned in the United States.
Wow.
When you logged into the app, it said, something,
I have a
something.
screenshot.
You can't. Sarah's a screenshot. She can read it word for word.
That's crazy. I knew there was talk about that, but
It actually happened for real.
No, they did it.
wow.
They did it, and I really didn't think that it would actually happen because this
Yeah.
happens like every year.
Sorry,
Oh,
TikTok
really?
isn't available right now.
A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office.
Nice.
Please stay tuned. And yeah,
Yeah, and then he did.
and then he did.
12 hours later, TikTok back up and running.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it is running.
It's,
Yeah.
it's totally running
right now.
It literally,
Right now,
they
you can
literally
use
shut
it.
it off at like 10:30 Eastern time Saturday night, and then Sunday, like after church, it was back up
So it's not banned.
anymore. No.
not anymore.
Oh.
And then TikTok literally like posted this thing, and they were like,
Thank you, Donald Trump.
yeah, they literally were like, thank you, Donald Trump. Or like, but there's also like talk that Meta like bought TikTok because
Well,
everything's different on it. Not
yeah.
everything, but
Meta's an American company, isn't it?
It's
yeah.
Facebook,
Well, then that's good.
which is totally different
'Cause-
from what I heard.
What did you hear?
I heard that, I mean, it's still owned by ByteDance, which is the Chinese company.
Oh,
But
that's too bad.
they're considering a 50-50 split, selling 50% of it to Elon Musk.
Ooh, I don't want that to happen
Why not?
because he's gonna change it a lot.
Maybe
It won't be
He'll only have
TikTok.
50% of it.
It won't be TikTok though.
50 or 15?
It'll be called like
50.
Z.
No, it
Zigzag.
would be Y.
Y.
I guess so. Yeah.
X and Y.
Why walk?
Y.
Y talk.
Y doc. Yeah.
Why talk?
I don't know though. I mean, that would definitely be better than the current situation. Like if it's still truly Chinese owned, like it'd be better if it was at least half of owned by an American.
I don't know much about it to be confident in what I'm saying about it, but I do think that it was bought. I thought it was bought by something.
No one's bought it yet.
Oh, okay.
That I know of. But everyone was freaking out, making videos like, bye TikTok. And then hours later,
I was
can only
freaking out.
imagine. Yeah.
You were there. I
Yeah.
was like,
people were crying.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean,
I
like,
didn't cry.
how do you guys feel about TikTok though? As like,
I make money off
media.
TikTok,
yeah,
so
I
So
guess you
it's
feel
good.
pretty good about it.
I liked it.
That's cool.
I also really, I mean, it was like kind of like a creative, or it is still because it's back, but it's like a creative outlet for me. I liked making a lot of fun videos.
Yeah.
Like just, like I made recipe videos, and when I was working, I made like barista videos, and kind of started like a pregnancy journey
Oh wow.
video segment because a few of my videos went viral about the twins.
Yeah.
And then I started making money, and then they were like, "Yeah, it's gonna go away," and I was like, "Dang it!"
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
How are the twins doing?
They're doing good. Yeah, started to feel them move around on the inside, not on the outside yet.
Yeah.
But
Squirming around.
yeah,
Can't even imagine what that must feel like, man.
yeah,
crazy.
it kind of just feels like gas, not like gas bubbles, not like farts, but like
Yeah.
gas bubbles, like. You know, when, like, you can kind of feel it, like, moving around. It kind of
Yeah.
feels like that. But I've been having, like, round ligament pains, which is, like, stretching, kind of. And so they just kind of hurt.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine if you had two human beings
Not
inside
really.
of you?
They're each, like, this big right now.
Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine.
Well,
They
it
would-
says, like, the size of an onion. And it's, like, 5 inches? 5.5 inches or something?
See, that would totally get in the way of, like, all my activities. You know what I mean?
All the burritos you eat.
Yeah.
All the food
It gets
you
in
eat.
the way of me carrying laundry up the stairs, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there's two
crazy.
little babies in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, how do
Yeah.
people even work out when they're pregnant? Do they work out when they're pregnant?
You can work out when you're pregnant. There's like, I mean, I don't work out, so I don't want to say the wrong things, but
Right.
you have to be very careful about it.
That's scary. Like,
I think that,
running and
yeah,
just like, do. Yeah.
yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
To stay in shape. Is there like an argument for it? Like, you can just be like stronger going into your delivery?
I mean, yeah, you do want to be like in good shape for your delivery.
Yeah. I can imagine.
I personally, I mean, like I said, like I don't know.
I don't think working out is necessarily.
I mean, working out is how you get in shape.
But also, like, I think it becomes toxic when it's, like, people, like, watching, like, doing it to watch their figure or, like, watch their weight or, like,
yeah, definitely.
stay in shape because of that. Because
Yeah.
you really, like, you're supposed to gain weight. Like, losing weight is not good.
Yeah. No, that would be weird.
And, so, yeah. But staying active is important.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's functional fitness, right? Having fitness to be able to do everyday activities.
I just, like, I just try and, like, go up. I just try and get out of bed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
and,
good.
like,
Yeah.
Maybe like walk around a store because it's too cold to be outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking,
I walk around Target.
stretching, maybe.
I don't
You don't need to
buy
be lifting.
anything.
No, yeah.
You don't need to be lifting.
Yeah.
Training.
Lifting is not very safe. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
Like when Poppy was sick, I was like, could low-key not even pick her up.
Oh, man.
It was just like scary, like lifting something when it already kind of hurts.
Yeah.
So that's our news segment.
Wow.
That's our news for you this
What
week.
What a bunch of news. That's awesome.
Yeah. What are your plans for the weekend?
My plans,
Bug?
I'm going hiking this weekend
Hiking?
with you.
Backpacking?
Yeah, backpacking, multi-day trip
Multi-day backpacking trip.
up probably by Harper's Ferry in West Virginia.
Harper's Ferry, West Virginia.
Mhm.
I'm not going.
Yeah,
How cold is it going to be?
really, really cold.
Really, really cold.
Like, really cold.
Is it gonna be snowing?
I think so.
Maybe not while we're there, but there will probably
Be
almost
snow and
definitely
ice for
be
sure.
Snow and ice on the ground.
Yeah.
I think that makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
thinking about
It makes me, yeah.
low-key tearing up just thinking about that.
I kind of want to cry too.
You're willingly doing it.
Willingly, reluctantly doing it.
You don't want to have
Gosh,
Bubba.
it's just so cold.
The highest high is 25 degrees Fahrenheit.
Literally, that was like today's.
That was today's
low
high.
or high or.
Today's high was 27, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And it
And
was
that
so
is
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
I didn't wear a jacket though.
Oh.
I was like having hot flashes or something.
Wow.
But I would definitely be wearing about 100 layers if I was going on the trip y'all are going on.
Yeah, it's tough. It's you gotta be strategic
Yeah.
in the way that you pack and all that.
What kind of food do y'all plan on? Like, how do you pack food for
the
that?
yummiest food I can carry.
I guess you don't have to like worry about it going bad because
Yeah,
just be freezing in your bag.
that is the benefit.
That's what I was-
We were talking
It'll
about
freeze
that.
though.
We were taking.
I guess from your body heat, maybe not.
Yeah, so we were thinking about bringing like
steak.
sandwiches, like
I'm bringing steak.
Cold cut sandwiches.
like yummy food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely bringing dehydrated meals
Yeah.
Mhm.
that I can rehydrate, but probably Saturday lunch or maybe something like that. I'm having wherever we stop at on the way up, or
So you're gonna have it
You're gonna buy a sandwich. and then,
potentially
like, yeah.
definitely.
or make a sandwich maybe.
I'll definitely buy a sandwich when we go up on Friday. I'll probably eat it Friday night though.
He's like, I'll buy a sandwich on the way up there. I'll eat it all.
I'll buy two
and then I'll buy
sandwiches.
another one and eat that one too.
No.
And then
Well, I don't know.
That's what you're gonna say. I'm gonna eat that sandwich and then not have a sandwich.
It's gonna be cold enough, probably. I mean, definitely that the sandwich would be fine for the next day. But like, just always on the trail, we would get like when we left the town, we would always carry a sandwich and then eat it that night.
Yeah,
So it's just kind of like
tradition.
You kind of
I'm
like used to it.
Yeah, but we also sometimes would like pack out a steak or something, which I actually might do that on Friday night.
What do you cook the steak on?
Well,
Like a cooked steak is what you mean, or you mean a raw steak?
either one. When we were on the trail, like one of the guys I was hiking with, he had like a great. Still hungry was his trail name, so
Yeah.
he would. We talked about it before, but he would carry a grate, so we just use his grate to cook that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can carry, out there in the woods
Mm-hmm.
pretty easily. And with it being so cold, you could be eating pretty good.
We could be eating pretty good, but we're still gonna be cold.
We are going to be cold, and we're not going to want to be hanging out in camp.
Not moving.
Yeah,
We're going to
just
be
dilly-dallying.
in our tents where we're out of the wind, probably trying to stay warm
in the sleeping bag.
in a sleeping bag. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's this weekend.
You can bring lots of hot hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot hands. We're gonna cook some rocks in the fire.
Yeah.
And sleep with them.
Yeah,
Maybe.
for sure.
You okay, Poppy?
You just
Yeah.
keep pushing me away. You don't
So
like me.
when this episode comes out, we will have just gotten back from this trip.
Mm-hmm.
So we will either be dead
Oh my gosh.
or
Maybe a single mom.
we'll have made it back,
Yeah.
and we can tell you all about
And
how
they'll be
the trip
sick.
went.
Yeah, we'll be sick.
We can tell you all
Oh,
about
no.
how the trip went.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be some good content for sure. We could maybe even make like a short or something while we're out there. We'll see.
Yeah, we might take some pictures and videos so you guys can see our cold weather setups.
Yeah.
It's nice you don't have to worry about bugs or snakes, but you kind of have to worry about like hypothermia, frostbite, bears.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think Poppy's trying to tell us that it's time for a break.
Yeah, she's like, get me out of this room. Oh.
So we're going to take a quick break. And
Cool.
when we come back, we're going to talk some more about sub-freezing camping trips.
Good.
We're back.
I was gonna ask you,
Yeah, what were you going to ask me?
what was the coldest? What's the coldest backpacking trip that you've ever been on?
I've been on one really cold winter backpacking trip,
Okay.
which was 8 years ago.
8 years
It
ago.
was 8 years ago?
Yeah. And I have been on a ton of weekend backpacking trips.
Like since
Lots,
then?
like no, just in general, like in the summer, in the
Yeah.
fall.
Yeah.
But for some reason, this cold weather one is one of the most memorable. I think just because it was so different than the other ones.
Yeah.
The other ones all blend together in my head,
Yeah.
but I have pretty decent recollection of this one, and I can tell you all about it if you want.
Yeah. Please share.
So, I had just bought a Honda Civic.
Uh huh.
had bought it, and the day after I bought it,
we were dating.
I don't know.
You must have been.
We were dating when you got that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
You were.
Okay.
Yeah, we were.
It was the day after I bought it.
Yeah.
My buddy and I drove to the mountains for a backpacking trip.
Yeah.
In the winter.
Just by yourself?
By ourselves.
You and who?
Me and Christian, who's been on the pod.
Yeah. The mountain climber.
Mountain climber Christian.
The real mountain climber.
And Dad was like, "You sure you want to drive this car you just bought like 3 hours to the mountains and
in the winter?
Probably ice and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so."
Yeah, Dad. Duh.
So we left on a Friday.
Uh-huh.
And got there Friday evening sometime. We had like a couple miles. We hiked in.
Yeah.
It was already so cold and getting dark really fast when we got to camp because it gets dark so early.
Yeah.
And it
in
was
the mountains, I guess the sun kind of goes away a lot quicker.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what side of the ridge you're on, but it was so cold. And we had like one lighter. And we could not start a fire.
Oh my gosh.
It probably took us like an hour and a half maybe to start a fire.
Gosh. Where'd you go?
St. Mary's Wilderness, which is like a river and a waterfall, and it has like a little hiking loop.
It's a really cool spot, actually.
It's really fun.
Sounds so scary.
And the hike in, you're like crossing the river and stuff. So, but thankfully the river was frozen, so we didn't get our feet wet. Like a running river was frozen. That's how cold it was.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
We did eventually get a fire started, I believe.
You probably weren't even wearing a coat.
We were definitely out there. I don't understand how we did this, but when we got to camp and we were like realized how cold it was and like how hard it was to start a fire because everything was like frozen.
Yeah.
And just like icy.
Yeah.
We were like, oh man, this is like kind of a little bit of a survival situation. I mean, we can survive, but
how'd you stay warm at night?
We need a fire, so we slept in the same tent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was probably like a 3-man tent. I think it was a 3-man tent.
Yeah.
And we shared that, and we had, I don't remember exactly. I definitely didn't have a mummy bag at the time.
A what?
Mummy bag, which is like the kind that is really tight to you. But I know we had like the Coleman regular roll-up sleeping bag, and I think we had 2 of those, and just one on the bottom, one on the top.
Right.
And then I believe we also had like a blanket or 2.
So you're all bundled up.
Yeah, we were bundled up.
Yeah.
Were you like cuddling each other?
I mean,
did you?
No, don't make it weird.
I'm not sure, but like, were you like using each other's body heat?
We were by being in the same tent.
There's like no body heat,
but we weren't like close. We were touching. No, that's weird.
I don't think that's weird. You're surviving.
I mean, if we had to, we probably would. But
did you sleep?
We probably made lots of jokes about it. Yeah, we slept.
Yeah,
I slept. Christian might not have slept. Actually, I don't.
You could sleep in anything.
But I definitely slept. We tried to figure out how cold it was. It was hard to figure out because we weren't really like in near a weather station or whatever. But we know that we were almost positive that it was down to 6 degrees.
Wow. Yeah.
And we woke up and just the condensation from our breath was collecting on the tent and it was freezing and like making icicles.
Yeah.
I remember waking up and like I had to like pry my eyes open. They were like almost frozen shut. Yeah. I remember it'd be like and getting them open because it was so cold.
Oh my gosh.
Just think about all this.
And you're doing that this weekend.
Yeah, just think about all that. Yeah. Icicles in the tent.
Yeah.
I'm like sick to my stomach thinking about that.
And we hiked up the river all the way to the falls, which was not a super long hike, but we just had fun and kind of took our time. The river was frozen. We were just like checking out the river. And we got to the falls. And it's not like a huge waterfall, but it's really wide.
Yeah.
And there's like a little spot where you can jump off into the little swimming hole. It's like a really small swimming hole. It's like a...
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
Maybe a 15...
Is it on the Appalachian Trail?
No.
No.
Oh.
It's in the George Washington National Forest.
Yeah, I think so.
But there's a jump. There's a couple jumps, but the shorter one, the bigger one, is like 15 feet up,
Something like that.
20
Yeah.
feet up, maybe.
The shorter one.
Yeah,
Short one is probably like 15 feet.
15. Yeah, 12. I don't know.
Something like that.
But you're jumping into like a pretty small.
Yeah, it's pretty narrow, and there's like a rock ledge on one side, and so
Yeah.
you want to definitely make sure you're.
So it's like a
jumping in the
6.
right
It's like
spot.
a 6 foot wide
Yeah, I'd say
landing
so.
zone
Yeah,
that you
it's
definitely
doable.
need to hit.
Yeah,
or
it's
else you're
definitely
gonna hit
doable.
rock or the waterfall.
Yeah,
But that was like frozen over.
yeah.
The really deep spot, you could tell that the ice was pretty thin. So we were like, we're not gonna.
Dude,
we
can
thought
you
about
imagine?
like trying to swim, like trying to get in it, but we
Oh,
were like, nah.
see, you would
we're-
probably die.
We would die.
Oh my god.
I can't imagine.
We wouldn't be here today.
No.
But the waterfall was frozen, dude.
Yeah.
It was
Like in place.
In place.
So you could like climb it up. Like
you
they
could
do?
you could if you had like the
Yeah.
right gear. but
Yeah.
we
That's
did not have the right
crazy.
gear. It was just frozen in place. It was so crazy,
Frozen,
man.
yeah,
I'll try to find a picture.
Yeah,
of
I was
it.
about to say, do you still have pictures from that?
I definitely have like a picture of me standing on the river. I don't know. I'll try to find a picture of the waterfall.
I
Maybe. We can
just-
put it up
yeah.
on the screen.
Yeah, it's cool.
People watching can see it.
It's awesome.
But that trip was pretty crazy, pretty dangerous. And we just totally winged it.
Was it just one night?
We did one night. Good, yeah. And we didn't do crazy miles or anything, but
Yeah.
we just wanted to camp in the cold, basically.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
that was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think I'm as resilient as I was then,
No.
physically,
Gotcha.
but I think I'll be okay.
I think you'll be
It
okay.
was like this. Yeah, like that.
So
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
we will see how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think about your family back home and
Yeah.
How warm you are.
yeah. When you're cold in your tent, think about how warm I am in our bed with Poppy, like kind of laying up next to Poppy, and then maybe
Poppy's coming with me.
no, she wouldn't survive that.
Dude, when I was on the trail, I would like look at pictures of Poppy to make me feel better. So
My
cute.
lock screen is Poppy.
Oh, Poppy.
It's a pretty cute lock screen of Poppy.
Yeah.
Yep, she's the mascot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You should try and take Poppy on a backpacking trip.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. You have lots of cold nights on the trail?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
in March, it was pretty cold. It wasn't single digits, I don't think. I don't remember it ever being single digits, but I definitely remember it being 20s and low 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Were there random warm days?
Yeah, there were when like during the first week. It actually got like colder for sure. Well, I was at pretty high elevation in the Smokies,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pretty darn cold up there. Like it's super windy.
Yeah.
I remember like in the Smokies you have to sleep in the shelters,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember like whoever brought them out, but they're like tarps in front of, because normally the shelters are open on one side,
Mm-hmm.
and so somebody like brought up tarps to cover the opening, and so the tarp would just be like flapping
All night.
all night, but
Flapping.
it didn't matter, like I would just sleep right through it.
Yeah.
It was
You
Yeah,
were
crazy.
it's probably
tired?
better to have a little
Yeah.
windbreak and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It was so cold. I remember I tried to boil my water, and I couldn't even boil it. Like I was just sitting there trying to like block the wind and stuff, but it
Yeah.
was so cold it would not boil. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna pour it in there.
Did you cry?
Huh?
Did you cry? I would have cried.
I don't think I don't remember crying.
No.
No. It was definitely pretty cold sometimes. Yeah.
Did everybody in the shelter help keep it warm, or?
Did you all cuddle together?
No, nobody ever cuddled. There were,
Y'all think that's so weird.
well, like with random people, it's a little weird.
I don't know why y'all think that's so
like,
weird.
hey.
You're just laying in your sleeping bag.
You're like, hey,
So I just
Nicole,
grabbed
can we,
you,
You like little or big spoon?
No, I do remember the Smoky shelters being pretty packed though with people, and so like everybody's just lined up on the different racks. We were just all bundled up in there, but yeah, it was a good
Why was it
time.
required to sleep in?
It's a national park, and that's just like the rules they have, I think, just to like conserve the environment or whatever,
Makes
not
sense.
damaging any like species of brush or grass, I guess, something like that. And also, there's like tons of, or supposedly a lot of bears in the Smokies. I never saw any bears in the Smokies, but so it's also probably like a safety thing.
They could easily walk in there, probably.
Yeah, they could.
Did you see any bears?
Yes, for sure. Like my first bear I saw was in Pennsylvania, and then like I thought I wouldn't see a bear. Like after the Smokies and after Virginia, I was like, I guess I'm just not gonna see a bear.
Yeah.
But I saw my first one in Pennsylvania, and then in New Jersey, I saw like 8 bears. Like I think I saw like 5 one day in one day.
Was it scary?
It was a little bit scary the first couple of times, and then you just kind of got used to it.
You can like leave them alone.
Yeah, like you just be hiking, and then you come around a corner, and there's just a bear right there, and you'd be kind of startled for a second, but then you'd be like, "Gosh, it's just a black bear," and then they'd run off. It was pretty cool. One time, one time I was like a mile and a half out from town, and I was gonna stay at a hostel that night, and this was in New Jersey too, yeah. And so like as you come into town, usually like you cross like a railroad and like a couple like outer roads, and so I was coming up on one of those back roads, and I saw a black bear kind of like off to the left of the trail, and I was like, oh wow, there's a bear, but like I said, like it's just a black bear, it'd probably run off. And then I saw a little baby cub next to it, and then I was like, oh no. And I stopped in my tracks. And
were you by yourself or were you with?
I was by myself. And
why is the cub a bad sign?
Because it's the big bear is a mama bear, and they're pretty defensive of their cubs, as you can expect. Yeah. And she saw me, and she ran across the road.
The cub or the mom? Both
of them. She actually sent her cub like up a tree at first, and like immediately just like went straight up the tree. It was insane. Crazy. Yeah. And then she ran across the road. Yeah. And then I kind of came up to the road, and then I got on the road, and then I turned right, and I was just walking backwards on the road away from them. And yeah, she was like standing up on her back legs, like looking at me, and I was like, dude,
my heart is racing so fast.
I was scared. I took a video of it. Maybe we'll put it on the screen. Maybe not. Probably not. But
I want to
see. What was it doing?
Huh?
What was the bear doing?
What was she standing up doing?
She was like standing up on her hind legs and like looking at me. It was scary, like because they're usually on their full floor, and she just got up. She was looking at me.
What for?
Yeah.
She's like,
but
you looked at my kid?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It ended up working out. Yeah. But I was like, I can't die a mile from town. Like that sucks.
That would suck.
Like there were houses around. I was like, it would suck just
to
get killed on the street right now.
On the street. Roadkill, man.
Roadkill. Yeah.
Bug got squashed.
Tons of bears in New Jersey.
They got another one.
That's wild.
Dang.
I've seen bears maybe 2 or 3 times, but on different trips and stuff.
Yeah.
But they usually run away.
I think I would pass out. I think I'd be so scared.
It's kind of like a deer almost. Not really, but it's like kind of like seeing a deer. You know what I mean?
Sort of.
I've never been scared seeing a deer.
Well, if you were hiking and then you just saw a deer next to you, you're like, whoa. I mean, honestly, it's a little scarier, but they're just wildlife.
I mean, yeah, like it's their area, like
they don't prey on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they feel threatened,
yeah, you just don't mess.
That's why you don't mess with the mama bears.
Yeah.
I think the real concern was that. What's up?
Was the baby one cute?
Oh, they were super cute. I mean, they were tiny little black bears. I was just
How many were there?
There was 3 of them.
Oh.
Yeah. They were so cute.
It was like the twins and Poppy.
Yeah, pretty much. You're like the mama bear. That's crazy.
Mama bear.
Yeah.
Mama beara.
Okay.
Sierra bear.
Okay, next. Don't ever call me that.
Mama Sierra bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next. That's cool, man. We definitely are gonna do more Appalachian Trail segments.
Oh yeah.
And get into it more. But this episode is kind of just letting you guys know that we might die this weekend. But if we don't, we'll talk about our sub-freezing backpacking trip.
Yeah.
If they die, me and Poppy, we'll make videos for you guys.
We'll continue the show.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of like our main talking points of the the episode today. Episode 8, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Did we have some comments we were gonna read?
Yeah, so we have our interaction segment.
Yeah.
Which is where we
need some like fancy music, like interaction segment with Bubba and the Bug.
Yeah. We're reading your comments. We're responding to them. We're highlighting our biggest fans.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out, just like we do.
I'm one of your biggest fans.
Thanks, Sarah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You don't comment on our YouTube videos.
Well, I actually am a Spotify watcher / listener.
I get that.
You don't comment on our Spotify episodes.
You can comment on Spotify?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh. Okay, I'll do that.
We have comments on Spotify that we can read off next episode or something.
Okay.
I didn't know there you could do that.
I just like Spotify because I use Spotify way more than YouTube, so I can like track what I've watched. It's like easier for me to track what I've watched or listened to. Like I listen to all my podcasts on Spotify.
Yeah, I totally get that. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But speaking of bears, our comment that we're responding to has to do about bears.
What?
Yeah.
What is it?
Actually, not even that long ago. Let's see. This guy, Troy. I'm gonna try to say this right.
Okay.
Canalichio.
Can I read it?
Troy Canalichio.
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 That's a cool name.
Why
Shout out.
Is the grizzly bear
cool name.
black?
Huh?
Why is the grizzly bear black? Why is the
blue blazer black?
Bear black?
Is this like a reference to our song?
It was a comment on episode 7, which we talked
was
about
about
FourG.
the band, yeah. So we have a song called Big Black
Grizzly Bear.
And
Let's do
You
that
need to
again.
play a
Let's do
little
that.
snippet
Let's do
of
that
it.
again.
Big Black Grizzly Bear.
We actually have 2 songs about. There's a
bear, yeah.
There's a big black grizzly bear, and then there's also a BBGV2.
Yeah, version 2. Pretty fire. It's okay. Why is it black?
So this song was on the Odyssey, which is songs that we recorded on the fly and were lyrically inspired in the moment.
Oh.
And we just knew we wanted a rock song, and we wanted this guy who's gonna be like running into the woods, and then a big bear was gonna like attack him, right? And then Will, who was one of our main lyricists at the time, I'm trying to remember how it goes. Just running through the woods. He
saw a bear.
A
Grizzly bear.
Big black grizzly bear.
Yeah, we'll play it.
Yeah.
We'll play a little snippet of it or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Can we do a little headbang moment?
I wonder if we'll get copyrighted for having our own song on here. I don't think so. Hopefully not.
You own it, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not this. It's not Bubba and the Bug that owns it. We'll see. I don't know. It should be fine. Anyway, we can play a snippet of it anyway.
He saw a bear.
Run.
Big
black grizzly bear.
Yeah.
And when he said that, that was the first time that I had heard it.
Yeah.
In the song, in the recording, and I almost died laughing.
Right.
But the other guys, I don't think they noticed it right away, and they're just like going around. And I was like, all right, I guess we're just gonna. I was like, I guess we're just gonna roll with this. Yeah. And then after we recorded the song, I was like, guys, grizzly bears aren't black.
They're like, they are for this song.
And so that just became kind of the icon of the song. So that's why we called it that, because it was like, we're like, that's funny, and that's gonna be
sick.
The main point of the song. So yeah, the reason that why is the grizzly bear black is because it is.
Because it is.
Yeah.
Troy Canalichio.
It's okay, we can stop trying.
We'll never get it.
Yeah. So that's the comment we're responding to today. Appreciate that comment.
Yeah.
We really appreciate your comments. We read them all. We respond to them, and we're going to keep bringing them up on the show, so keep doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. The other thing we're going to highlight today is one of our biggest, most interactive listeners/viewers. This guy, WI2 Warner -V5F.
Yeah.
He's one of our most interactive audience members
Oh, sick.
on YouTube.
Thanks, WI something 2F Warner.
WI2 Warner WI2 as in 2, like World War II.
Like Roman numerals.
Yeah. Warner
Like the second?
-V5F.
Shout out to that guy.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your support.
That's pretty cool. I wonder what
Is
it's
it a
like.
guy or a girl, you think? Probably a guy.
I'm thinking a guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm thinking a pretty cool guy. Maybe tall. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Might have long hair, though. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I feel like he has short hair.
He does.
Just off intuition.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he had long hair once and then cut it short. Like, I just get that vibe.
You get that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
a big. It's a good. It's a big leap.
It's a
but,
big sensory leap.
but
That's
yeah,
cool.
maybe so. We'll see.
Yeah.
W2 Warner -V5F. Let us know how long your hair is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen you before, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this episode was kind of all over the place.
I'm here for it, man.
It was literally all over the place. It was all over the globe. Talked about the northern and southern hemisphere. Talked about camping. Talked about just other things.
Bears.
Yeah.
Songs.
Bunch of cool stuff.
Hobby.
Bears, backpacking, and babies.
Yeah.
Bears, backpacking, and babies. There is your episode title.
Cool.
Episode 8.
It's been real
Bubba and the
nice.
Bug.
Yeah.
Nothing is off the table.
Nothing is off the table.
Thanks for having me today, guys.
Absolutely, Sarah. Anytime
It's
you want to come on
always
the
fun.
show.
Just walk right on in.
I'll just
right
walk
on
right over.
Yep.
Yep.
Usually I'm laying right on the inside of this wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Profesh Studio, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Alrighty, well. We go
Is it that time?
I think it is that time, Kyle.
Alright, man. Well, let me just get into the spirit here.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna talk to you later, buddy.
Yeah, I think it's time to say bye-bye now.
Yep.
All right. Y'all have a good night now.
Yep.
No, you're not doing it right.
Oh.
Talk to you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye-bye. Hope you have a good day, buddy. I'll talk to you later now.
Good day now.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Try it again.
That's great.
Try it again.
That's
Bye-bye.
It's great.
Talk to you later.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I'll see you later.